Hong Kong-based mobile company Infinix is known for having affordable smartphones with promising specs. And they still seem to keep that going as they surprise the country with the fresh release of the Infinix Hot 11S. With a starting price of 6,990 pesos, the Infinix Hot 11S boasts a large 6.78-inch LTPS panel with NEG DINOREX T2X1 glass protection, has a 90Hz refresh rate, 2480 by 1080p resolution, 5000 mAh battery, and USB-C 18 watts fast charging. It has the 50MP f1.6 main shooter, making it the most affordable with that feature in the country. It also has an 8MP punch hole selfie cam. Inside, it uses the 2 GHz 12nm MediaTek Helio G88 octa-core processor with Mali G52MC2 GPU, which supports the 90Hz refresh rate for the display. Could this be your new bang for the buck smartphone? Let's find out. This is Julia of GIZGUIDEPH for the full review of the Infinix Hot 11S. Unboxing and accessories. The smartphone comes with a neon green box with the device name printed on top. Inside, you will be welcomed with the device itself. And underneath, it includes a free clear case, paper documentation, USB-A to USB-C cable, and the 18-watt power brick. Upon closer look on the device, you will see that it has a pre-installed plastic screen protector. Build quality and design. The body and frame of the device are made mostly of polycarbonate materials, while the display is made of glass. Similar to its predecessors, the Hot 11S sports a glitter-like 2.5D plastic back design. It has a geometric wave pattern that gives a gradient effect when hit by light. Its unique back design makes it look attractive and classy, yet a major smudge magnet too, so it might be best to put on the free case. It has a pill-shaped triple camera hump, which creates a minor wobble when laid back flat. Just beside that is the fingerprint scanner for unlocking the device. In front, it has the 6.78-inch FHD plus 90Hz IPS LCD panel and has a top center punch hole. It has slim bezels and a slightly thicker bottom one. And what's great about this device is that it is equipped with the NEG DINOREX T2X1 glass, which is known to be a good scratch-resistant and shock-resistant protection. On top, you will notice an almost hidden embedded text saying the future is now. At the bottom, you have the 3.5mm audio jack, mic hole, USB-C port, and the dual down-firing speaker grill. On the left, it has the small dual nano SIM card plus the micro SD card tray. And even though Infinix has not mentioned if it has any water resistance, the SIM tray has a rubber gasket protection against accidental water splashes. On the right, it has the power key and volume rocker, both located at the center for easier reach. The device measures 168.9 by 77 by 8.88 millimeters and weighs 205 grams, which we can overall consider a large and tall device and a bit challenging to use with one hand. Multimedia experience. As said earlier, the Infinix Hot 11S sports a 6.78-inch 2480 by 1080p resolution, along with a 90Hz refresh rate and 180Hz touch sampling rate. Its default refresh rate is set to 60Hz, so you might want to change it to 90Hz for a smoother motion. It also has the auto switch refresh rate that automatically turns off the 90Hz when it is not needed in order to save battery life. It has a peak brightness of 500 nits, which is decent enough even for outdoors. In the display settings, there are options to adjust the device brightness level, eye care, or turn on the dark theme, among others. With the phone's large display, we can already expect an immersive viewing and gaming experience. Aside from its great viewing angles, its screen also produces vibrant colors with a nice contrast. For audio, it has dual bottom firing stereo speakers, which are full sounding and loud enough to fill a small room even at 70% volume. It doesn't have too much bass, but overall has still good quality. cameras. For the cameras at the back, we have a triple camera made up of 50MP f1.6 main cam, 2MP depth sensor, and AI lens and a quad rear flash cam. The stock camera app includes short video, AI cam, beauty, portrait, and super night. It also has AR shot, slow motion, panorama, documents, and time-lapse. Sadly, it has no macro cam nor an ultra-wide, which we would have preferred. For the selfie cam, the Hot 11S features an 8MP dual flash punch hole front-facing cam and carries the same camera modes as its rear, but with the addition of wide selfie mode, which I really had a hard time using. Moving on to the camera samples, in daylight we have managed to capture decently sharp and detailed images with accurate colors using its regular main cam. Using the 50M, we barely noticed any difference. But we think this could be useful when cropping or printing images and still get high picture quality. It has a manual zoom up from 2x, which has a minimal noise but still good quality, 5x with a slight softness and visible noise, and 10x with a much more noticeable deterioration. For daylight portrait, it has an impressive edge detection and bokeh effect that can be adjusted from f0.95 up to f16. For indoors, it has retained its quality, with better and vibrant colors produced if you are in a well-lit area. In low light, there's softness around the edges, but overall still good. Using the super night, it has produced a brighter image at the expense of a much more visible grain. For selfie shots, it has a pretty good quality despite being an 8MP shooter. In daylight selfie, it managed to produce sharp images with accurate colors. As mentioned earlier, it has a wide selfie function that I really struggled on using because the phone is too heavy for me to hold up for a long time. Its portrait selfie is decent too, even with a face mask on, but not perfect in edge detection as it has blurred some strands of my hair. And for beauty mode, it has an obvious softness. It has available adjustments for smart body thinning, whitening, and smoothness, which you can all tweak depending on your preference. For low light selfies, it has struggled a bit and has produced an image of visible softness and noise. For videos, it shoots in default 720p and can film up to 1080p and 2K resolution both on the rear and selfie cams. The videos turned out okay with still punchy colors, but it would have been nicer if Infinix added some stabilization feature. Yet again, maybe I'm asking for too much considering the price of this device. Performance. Under the hood of the device is the 2.GHz 12nm MediaTek Helio G88 octa-core processor and Mali G52 NC2 GPU. This phone in particular has a 4GB LPDDR4 RAM and 64GB storage, expandable up to 256GB via micro SD card, but it is also available in 6GB RAM with 128GB storage variant. In our benchmarks, the Hot 11S gained a score of 178,106 in Antutu and 369 on single-core and 1,275 on multi-core in Geekbench. In real-life use, the Hot 11S performs very well in multitasking and we did not have any significant issues while playing games like Mobile Legends and Pokemon Unite in their both default high settings. For more demanding games like Genshin Impact, it has frame drops even in the lowest default graphic settings, so we recommend that you customize your settings for a smoother gameplay. After using the device for an hour of playing, it gets a little warm, but not to an alarming extent. In terms of security, it has a rear-mounted fingerprint scanner and face recognition, which are both quick to set up and responsive enough. For battery life, the phone has a large 5000 mAh battery with 18 watts fast charging through USB-C. In our usual PC Mark battery test, the phone lasted up to 14 hours and 42 minutes. While in real-world use, it managed to last for our full 9-hour work hours with still about 30% left in our tank in using the phone for social media, video streaming, and casual gaming. The 18-watt power brick managed to charge the phone up to 40% in 30 minutes and fully juice up the battery in about an hour. For connectivity, the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0, and 4G LTE are responsive and fast. Sadly, it's not 5G, but it's understandable at its price point. For software, the Hot 11s runs on Android 11 based Infinix XOS 7.6, and it's not as clean as I would have liked. For example, it has too much bloatware and third-party applications, which most can be uninstalled, but still I would have preferred a cleaner look on my phone. Still, I really appreciate some of its features like the Game Zone app, which offers game anti-addiction features that sets a reminder function and parental controls. You can also use it in kids mode, which can really be helpful for a lot of parents nowadays. Verdict: as an addition to the Infinix list of affordable smartphones, the Hot 11s has proved itself to be a capable smartphone with a really attractive price. For 6,990 pesos, you will have a 6.78-inch classy-looking phone with 90Hz refresh rate, 2480 by 1080p resolution, 5000 mAh battery, 4GB RAM, and 64GB expandable storage. And if you just add 1K on the price, you can have the 6GB RAM and 128GB version. The MediaTek Helio G88 octa-core processor is considered one of the most capable at its price point. And paired with the Mali G52MC2 GPU, the device did a pretty good job in handling multiple apps and some of the games with ease. The 5K mAh battery life is impressive and really reliable if you're only using the device for work and social media. It's always exciting to see promising specs equipped in a budget smartphone. And with the Hot 11s, we can say that Infinix did a really good job in bringing us the most affordable 50MP smartphone in the country. And not only does it have good cameras, it is also capable in casual gaming or in your everyday use. That's it for our video. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is Julie of GIZGUIDE.com. Stay safe and see you on our next video.